Alright, what is up YouTube? Welcome back to another Warframe Showcase video. Today we're going to be covering one of my favorite Warframes, Gara. She is a really good defensive frame. Honestly, I prefer her over Frost. And she is a really solid Warframe. Um, I am using Prime. If you do want to farm her, you can farm her off the bounties on Cetus. And let's go over the stat changes real quick from the regular Gara to Prime Gara. Mm -hmm. By the way, I hope you all had a good day. I just got back from the gym a while ago, just been resting. So the video is coming out a bit late. Mm hmm So she gets more armor, like Gara Prime compared to Gara gets more armor and gets more health. Shield stays the same, energy stays the same, and the sprint speed is pretty good. She's kind of fast, to be honest. Overall, really solid Warframe. Going over her passive, because we're just going to jump right into it. Um, Anytime light bounces off her, she has a 10% chance. I think a 10% chance. She adds a chance of causing a radial blind for 10 seconds. So I can get light to hit me or something. It's a really good way of just randomly like stunning people, especially when you're going out like in missions and stuff. It's not triggering for me. But yeah, light has to hit you for it to like bounce off you and hit enemies. That's pretty much what's up with her passive. Right now, as you can see, I have no mods on her because I do want to show us off. We are going to do a demonstration and it's going to be on mobile defense. I should be posting the time on which the showcase ends right about now. And yeah, let's go over her abilities. So like I said, her passive just causes a small radial blind. Her Shattered Lash, what it does, it has two functionalities. So if you tap it, you're going to shoot out a glass shard which can hit an enemy and damage them with puncture damage. If you hold the ability, you will sweep with her blade, and it'll deal damage to enemies caught within that area. Pretty basic. This is how that looks. That's when you shoot it, and then, well, she's just showing it in the video. She's not holding it, but if you hold it, you'll arc it, and it'll deal like slash damage. Going over her second ability, which has a bit of synergy with her fourth, if you want to go down that route. Essentially what she does is her glass armor shatters. On yourself you can get damage reduction. Also if you put it on allies, because you can't put it on allies, and on objects, they'll take damage reduction. And if enemies come in contact with the glass, they will take damage. You can increase that damage with your fourth, but we'll get into that later. Does it do anything else? No, it's just that. Okay, going on to Spectrage. Essentially what she does is she'll trap enemies in a circle of mirrors. The enemy starts shooting the glass. Once the glass breaks, it'll explode, dealing the damage dealt that the glass had to take to break. And most of the time, it should be wiping enemies out. Um, and yeah, going over your fourth, which is a really good ability, is Mass Vitrify. Essentially, what she does is she'll let out. Um, she'll. How can I describe it to you? She'll make a circle around her of glass. You can use it floor level, but you can also jump up and then activate it midair to get it taller. And the more damage it takes up while you're in that process, the more damage it'll take to, I guess, heal. No, the more damage it can absorb, my bad. Um, and this has a really good synergy with Splinter Storm, because if you have it on yourself and you do this, what you can do is you can essentially shatter this with your first, um, which by the way is it can nuke like enemies really quick. Um, you can increase the damage of your second, and if you repeat the process, not only are you refreshing the cooldown for your second, you're increasing the damage that the splinters caused from your mass vitrify being shattered, which is really cool. It was a really cool thing. Not a lot of people, honestly, from what I see, and like I said, I love Gara. Not a lot of people know that you can destroy her fourth with your first and like nuke rooms. Um, well, I don't see a lot of people doing it, to be honest. She's really solid Warframe. She's really good in defensive objectives. So you have anything like mobile defense, you have a defense, or if you're defending an operator, overall, she's very good for defending. Your biggest enemies are going to be nullifiers, and her fourth used to be like a big circle, but they reworked it to where they're like giant glass panes. So I don't know how many sides she has now. You'll see them in a bit. Um, and it pretty much sums up the Warframe. Showing off the abilities. I already have them set over here. We're gonna go up against level 30 enemies. She does have nothing on it. So let's say I tap the first. This is what's gonna happen. Oh my god, that is strong. Hit it again. Oh my god, I killed it too. Wow, it's strong. Okay. This is what happens when you sweep it. Oh my god. Are you sure that I don't have anything on this? I need to double check. Give me 1 second. Oh, this is moddable. That's why. Yeah, there's been a recent Exalted change, and you're able to mod this out. Okay, let me try this again. My bad. Let's clear out the enemies. Hit R3. Simulate. Okay, so now with no mods, here is me hitting him with my first, just tapping it. There's a little bit of an AoE. I'm gonna tap it again. Okay, and then here's the sweeping. Really good ability, has good range, even at base, so really fun. Going over the second ability, here is how you apply it to yourself. You see that 250 damage? You can go up with casting Mass Vitrify, which will reset the cooldown and increase the damage you deal. You can also cast it on enemies. Do that on that guy. He'll take damage. His weapon will be jammed. He won't be able to do anything. Okay. So now I'm going to give myself invincibility. I'm going to unpause these guys to show you the third. I'm going to hit the third right over there. That's what happens. Oh, and then my passive kicked in. That guy got blinded. You guys got blinded. And then, let me get some energy, show you my fourth. See if I can get all these guys over here. So like I said, you can use it out here, like on level ground, but your glass isn't gonna be that tall, which isn't what you want. You want it like big. So I'm gonna just shatter it. By the way, you can shatter it with your first. You can either sweep it, which is what I like doing, or you can tap it, which does the same thing. It's good for nuking overall. So I showed you what it does. If there are enemies caught within the casts, because you're invulnerable when you cast it, they will, as you saw there, will turn to glass, and they are more susceptible to damage. And if you want a bigger fourth, you can bullet jump up, activate it there, and there you go. I have a fully defensible area. I don't know if y'all can see it. I have my glass. Yeah, that's why I like her. I honestly prefer her over Frost, honestly. I also like reusing her like in the Void, in Tenaris and shit. So yeah, that's how her fourth looks. You can do it like that. You can break it. And I'm gonna show you what I mean about her fourth and her second working together. So I'm gonna activate the second. I'm gonna activate this. As you can see, casting it resets the cooldown. I'm gonna shatter it. Damage went up. Do it again. Cast it. Resets the ability. Hit it. And as you can see, the damage is going up exponentially when it comes to this. And this little Splinter Storm can one-hit enemies. Like, I'm not even joking. Like, if you run around with it, like, the damage offset and stuff, which I'm gonna see if I can do it now real quick. Let me just make sure this doesn't run out. Spawn some enemies. Caught it again. Break it. Yeah, you can see that I'm killing enemies with the glass. I once saw a video of this guy do this repeatedly. He got like a million damage and he was like one-shotting every enemy in the game. Freaking hilarious. And these are like, I think they were steel pack enemies. I'm not too sure, but yeah, that was a thing. Okay, so I think we're done with showcasing the abilities. I'm gonna move over to the build side of things real quick. The builds are for beginners slash intermediate players who go into my build, which is a late game build. And not end game, late game. I don't really care too much for metas and stuff, so if you all think you can mod better, by all means. I just want to give you an idea of how you want to approach modding Gara. Anyways. Now that I know her abilities, how am I going to want... Oh, you can also mod her Shattered Lash. That one I'm just going to keep my build on it, which if you want to see it, this is what I'm running. It is a status weapon, so you can run Condition Overload if you want, but I kind of just threw in a little bit of crit just because. Okay, I'm going to keep my build on this. If you want to know how to... I'll just mod it for beginners to see what they want to go for. So, essentially what you see here, you're going to see status and crit. It deals 400 slash. It has same stats for when you shoot it out. So how am I gonna mod it if I was a new player? So as a new player, definitely throw this on. If you don't have it, I think this one you might be able to get it in 1999, which you get it in time, I think. How would I approach modding this as a new player? Where is the thing that I need? If you don't have the Prime version, you can get the regular version. They do the same thing. Prime versions, you gotta look for Barricadier. I'm gonna run with Prime Point Strike. It'll increase the damage. Since it is gonna be a status weapon also, I'm gonna run this Canis Mandible. You can get this in demos, farming the infested enemies that are there. Basically, it increases slash and status, which is good. This one you can get it by farming, though it is kind of rare. It does deal more damage the more status types are on the enemies, so throw that on there. And because it's slash going kind of old school, you want to throw in some viral to deal more damage to health. I think that at least that's what it used to. I think if I'm not mistaken, the new effect it does now is it'll make the damage more accessible on health. Let's take a look here. Yeah, it increases damage to health. Alright, yeah, so that's what you want to throw on there. So we got our viral. These dual stat mods you can farm off nightmare missions, by the way. Drifting contact, you can throw that on there for you don't need combo duration. What else do I want to throw on there? Yeah, I'm trying not to take long with this. You can throw some reach. Will that affect the range? Yes, it will. You can throw on reach for some more added range to your burst. And then to kind of just round things up, because you're just mainly going to be using this as breaking your fourth and targeting enemies. Can I throw in some fire on there? Oh god. Yeah, we'll do that. And this would be for a little bit of armor stripping. It's just cause if you can make a better build, by all means. This is just kind of give you an idea of what you want to go for. How to approach kind of status builds. Okay, so we got that done. We're gonna run with that for the beginners as intermediate build. Going over here, how are we gonna want to mod Gara? So I'm using Gara Prime. I did forma her once, which is just to put the stance forma, the aura forma on there. My bad. And how would I want to approach her? So me, with how I want to run it, because I usually use Gara with her kit, which is the Astilla and the Volnis. I'm gonna run Shotgun Amp just to boost the damage of my shotgun. And then, once again, if you don't have any primes, keep your eye out for barrel. Any corrupted mods you can farm on the vaults on Deimos. Any other set mods that you see me use, you can farm either in Cetus, Fortuna, or the Cambion Drifts. And yeah. So what am I gonna want to go for? So looking at her, keeping her fourth in mind and her first, I'm gonna want to go with range and strength. So I'm gonna throw on some prime flow for the energy. I'm gonna want to. Do I want to throw this on? Not really. Um, you can go flow or prime flow, whatever you have. I am gonna throw on some. Where is it? I know I have it here somewhere. So I'm intensify for the strength. I'm gonna throw on this. You can get it off the corrupted vaults and demos. I'm gonna throw this on, and we gotta go get some range. Let's get some range on here. So I'm gonna go with stretch if I can find it. Let's throw some stretch. Now to cover any sort of like survival, I am gonna want to throw on some vigor. For me, vigor when I was coming up on Warframe and I was getting the hang of it was a huge like crush for me. I love this mod, so I use it whenever I can to have a little bit of survivability when it comes to my Warframe. And for anything regarding armor, if you don't have the mod I'm going to use, you can use either armored agility or any other mod that provides armor. Now this one I'm going to use Omar's Hatred, which provides a little bit of armor and a little bit of strength. And then what else can we use? I don't need continuity. Prime continuity wouldn't be bad actually, so I'll throw that on there. Some duration wouldn't hurt, I'm not gonna lie. And then to get a little bit of more range, which is what I really want to focus on. Ooh, what is this? Wait, what? Shattered Lash augment. When Gara breaks her mass vitrify ring with a Shattered Lash, enemy struck. Oh wow. Nice. I didn't know I had this. Anyways, I'm gonna go with some Augur Reach. Where are you at? There you are. For some added range. Since this is all like beginner intermediate stuff, I'm not gonna go into arcanes yet. But yeah, so now showing off what it's gonna look like, we are going to summon enemies, pause them. Nah, we won't pause them. I'll stay invincible. We'll have enemies at level 60. Confirm. Oop, let me get some energy. So this is your first when you tap it. This is when you arc it. Keep in mind that's the build you made. This is going to be your second when using on enemies. So it's hitting more enemies. And then it's going to be your... Oh god, I didn't mean to do that. I done goof. I'm gonna do my... I'll let them die out. I'm gonna hit my third right over here, which will trap enemies and they will start shooting themselves. I hope it's enough to... I hope it's enough for them to, you know, destroy it and kill themselves, but we'll see. Yeah, I don't really use the third too much, to be honest. It's kind of useless to me. Shattered Lash I did on myself. So instead of doing 250 now, there's 47. Then showing off for the fourth again. you can see it glasses enemies. If I want to be done with this. And yeah, that's pretty much how it is. It's really fun frame, honestly. Really good defensive abilities. I'm just gonna flash over my build real quick. I'm gonna switch to Shatter last. I think you already saw my build for this one. And throw that on there. Go to Gara. I'm gonna undo all this. I do have like Archon charge, not on her right now, but I do use them on her just for some added strength. And over here, as you can see, I went shotgun amp, and I went heavy on the strength, a little bit of range, some duration to keep my stuff up, but that's kind of similar to what you're on. I could update it more, but I do like where this is at. It's what works for me, by the way. If you don't like it, you think it's not good, it's fine. You can come up with your own build and encourage it. You don't need to run the same build as anyone else. So let's see, going on over here with level 9, with level 90 enemies. Okay, so how is this gonna work? I'm gonna show off the first. Here's the first ability, tapping it. Here is sweeping it. Here is second ability on me. It does more damage. That's pretty much it to show. Here is the third. And then showing off the fourth. I think I just glassed it on here. Getting rid of these enemies real quick. The fourth is on a cooldown, so just keep that in mind. Having this. Having it. Yeah, that's pretty much what it does. I'm gonna show you how she plays in a mission. I think we might go with mobile defense. To be honest, we're not gonna do missions under level 30, so it's gonna be kind of high level missions. Hopefully the mobile defense won't take long, but yeah, I'll show you what's up. Let me just get rid of this last target over here. And yeah, that's about it for this. We're gonna go into the demonstration right about now. Alright, so we are feeling Sedna with some mobile defense. Let's see how it goes. I'm going to show you roughly how she plays out. And yeah, we're going to be just quick demonstration of how our abilities are.
You must deliver
I did my Doge with me.
number of locations while I break into the network.
I do have throwing knives with her because when she was released she came with throwing knives, but I'm not really much of a fan of them. But yeah, I kind of just want to keep up with the aesthetic.
I need access to a
I
terminal.
didn't miss that wall.
Find one and patch me in.
while we're here, how have you all been? Me personally, I freaking worked today, which was actually pretty chill. I'm not gonna lie, it's been a good day, kind of. Right there. Take the point, start from 9. What did I do? Yeah, I went to work, went to the gym, and got home and resting for a bit. I actually am hungry. I think I might order myself some food. I'm starving, to be honest, after this. Was waiting for my buddy to get on, but yeah, my voice crack. I don't know why my voice cracks a lot. I really hate that. I'm gonna look everyone. Yeah, I don't know why my voice cracks a lot while I'm recording. It's so annoying. A lot of reason why I do the styling that I do with my freaking content is because you're either busy, you don't know what to do, you want someone to watch. If you're trying to learn off my content, cool. I have a lot of knowledge in some games, but if you just need someone to fall asleep to, you want like someone to talk you to sleep. I am known to doing that with my friends because I do tend to yap a lot. Like me and my friends, we have a joke saying that when we go to the gym, we go to exercise our tongues, not our bodies. We both start talking a lot. But yeah, that is what it is. I need more energy. That's the thing. I don't have generic on this loadout. Yeah, if you all are making it this far, by the way, feel free to like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think. I am trying to grow the channel to 100 subscribers by the end of the year. I am honestly glad I am at 55 because I started the year with 49, I think. So I mean, slow progress nonetheless. And I do it because I love Warframe. I love the game that I play. I do have a lot of knowledge in Warframe. So I have easily like, I'm not even joking, maybe like a few thousand hours in this. And I love it. Oh my god, that guy flew. Take the point. That didn't protect shit. What else? Yeah, I'm also debating on getting into the stream. I know I've said that in a couple videos before, but I'm thinking of getting on like Twitch so that I can grow my fan base further. But the thing is, if I'm by myself, I'm very silent. I don't have the personality to stream, to be honest. Like if I'm by myself, I'm not gonna be talking much, like me playing, hoping the game entices you enough to start chatting and stuff, you know? I don't want to be like those people that fake it, you know, chat bots and stuff. But yeah, it's not hard to stream. I can stream, like I've streamed on my channel sometimes, but it's mainly just to like archive stories and reactions and stuff, my experience playing certain games. Like right now, like I still haven't finished freaking Jedi Survivor, and I want to finish it because I'm at the last part, but the thing is I have to do it all in one go, and I'm debating on like, what am I debating on doing? Going back and exploring other planets and stuff, and get my character up and get the build up, like get my build better. But also I kind of just want to finish the story so I can move on, because I do want to stream Call of Duty again, because I streamed it, Black Ops 6 when it came out, but I didn't have a good mic as I didn't know. And now that I do, I kind of want to get into it. Show you all my reaction to that. Let's see. I won't break it to you. I can do anything with it. Yes. I'm not joking about the kind of new people in this game with Gara. And I really do prefer her over Frost. I think she has a stronger defensive ability than Frost. And because of the height that you can place on it, you can really just completely like overall just cover an objective, which is pretty cool. think this is the last one, right? Ow.
The odds were against us,
And we're
Tenno,
done.
but we did it.
So yeah,
Mission
Gara,
complete.
pretty much how she plays, how much you want to play her. She's very defensive in her abilities. She's one of my favorites. I do have a lot of fond memories with her when she came out and stuff. But I don't use her as much because she fills a certain role, which is like defense missions over defense. And for those of you who don't know, um, when I make loadouts for my warframes, it's to fill a certain role. You know, there's some frames that are defensive, some are stealth frames, some are quote unquote damage frames, some are tanks. I mod them a certain way to fill a certain role that I want to play. And when it comes to defensive missions, Gara is one that I would pick, but also I wouldn't mind picking something else. And yeah, I'm about to end it right now. That's why I stopped right before extraction. Once again, if you made it this far, feel free to like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think about Gara. Is she your favorite frame? Are you thinking of picking her up? And yeah, hope you all have a good day. And I will catch you all next week when I think we do Garuda. Is also a really fun frame for me. But yeah, catch you all later. Peace.